Hello everyone and welcome back to Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2 The Sith Lords. I think our sort of Jedi friend sacrificed herself, or at least was badly injured fighting the big bad guy last time. So let's head to the fuel depot. Just have to position my sitting. Hey, look who made it.
It's a utility droid. Looks like it's been hit with an ion charge and dumped here.
Okay, yeah, so apparently he's now telling us that the HK-40 unit attacked him. Can you travel T3? Okay, then let's go. T3 has joined your party. He has the ability to make programming spikes on demand and can also upgrade items if asked. Okay, that's good. Let's check out his level ups. He's not a character I will be using much, I expect. But right now I don't actually have anyone else, so quite frankly, why wouldn't I? Yeah, it's recommended I increase his dexterity, but I'm not going to be using him for combat that much. So I'd say intelligence is a better choice for him. And I definitely want to improve his computer use, and why not repair and security as well, which means I still have 1 point left over, which means I can spec 1 point of awareness. Well, he gets more level ups. It's recommended. Exactly what I've been doing. Okay, that's fine. Feats. I'm thinking I mostly want non-combat stuff. Maybe I'll give him the class skill demolitions ability, I guess. Now, what's recommended this time? Okay, I do want to upgrade repair computer use and security, definitely. Just in case I come across an area where I notice I need a lot of this, then I can switch in this character. And I will have someone who's basically got maxed out skills at computer use, repair and security. And then I guess demolitions, now that it's a class skill, is probably better, so I'm actually okay with the recommended skill set there. Okay, improved gearhead seems like something I would want to spec in this case. Now let's see if he's got any equipment. He does. Okay. What's the self-sustaining unit? Regeneration 3. I will definitely go for that. Yeah, I'm losing a computer use +2 bonus, but I think regeneration is nice because I believe my main character actually has a heal ability already. But that doesn't affect droids, that only affects humans or humanoids, fleshy things, living things. So my droid can repair himself, which is probably a good thing to have. There's a concealed stash here and an average sonic mine, which means I actually have to go back. I'm sorry about this. And check demolitions, total rank 0. Demolitions, total rank 9. Demolitions, total rank 7. Okay, so actually this, what's his name again? I took quite a hiatus from this game, so hiatus? I didn't play in a while. Aton. You could try to recover this mine. What? He has 9 points in demolitions, and that's not enough to recover an average mine. That's... fair enough. It's enough to disarm them, so that's something, I guess. And let's go to the concealed stash. Hangar 25 control conduit. I think we need this. Yeah, the control circuit looks important. You don't say. Yeah, I'm hoping the game will sort of stop being as linear eventually, because so far...
Time to take you down to size.
Wow, it's really loud. It's somewhat suffered from... Oh yeah, actually these things... Let's do a heal. And I'm sorry about this, but I'm going to have to check the sound. Why is it the sound so loud? I think that's because it was using the voiceover for some reason for some of these effects, so I'm turning this down a bit. Yeah, it somewhat suffers from what I like to call the BioWare syndrome, where it's sort of the user thinks he has a choice, but really the choice is kill the guy in an evil way, kill the guy in a nice way, have a same-sex relationship with the guy. I don't know where that came from, some webcomic, where, you know, it was you know, shoot the tank, but write an apology letter to his family, shoot the tank, and then rape his corpse, or just start a same-sex relationship with the tank, which, you know, it somewhat boils down to it, at least so far in this game. It didn't seem like we actually had any choices, except for, you know, being nice about killing people, or being nice about stuff, but, you know, like saving the people that were locked into the dormitories. We couldn't actually save them. It was just sort of, you know, the progress would have been exactly the same, the level would have been the same, and we would have done the same things. Whether we had decided to, you know, screw those guys, I just need the access key, or whatever we actually did in there. Or alternatively, oh no, we have to save these guys. It would have ended up exactly the same way. I don't know, I'm hoping this will change a little bit to the point where it...
I hear you.
Well, that was smart. He didn't even try to disarm it, he just sort of ran into it. But yeah, to the point where our choices actually make a difference. It, I don't know, currently didn't feel much like it. And yeah, just not all BioWare games are like this. It's where it is occasionally the most noticeable. That's why I call it the BioWare syndrome. Okay, did any of you guys leave leftovers? Yes, you did. Minor sonic detonators, which are probably grenades rather. So yeah, it sounds sort of, you know, very derisive calling it that, but
just say the word.
I repeat, I feel that we should have been given more choices that actually made a difference. You know, like in the dormitories where everyone was dead. It should have been, you know, save these guys, but you will take a bunch of poison damage and it'll be difficult. Or otherwise ignore the guys and you will be able to get all their stuff, but they will all die and you'll get dark side points. You know, things like that. I would have enjoyed to see, but as it happened, it was just, you know, either say you will try to save them or say you won't, but in the end, the outcome will be exactly the same, because you can't save them. They'll just be dead either way. I don't know. It seems that there's a fair amount of RPGs that do sort of similar things. Okay, I'm definitely going to use... okay. Shut down emergency field. Okay. I switched over to T3M4 because I figured we might have to actually do some hacking, in which case he would have been the obvious choice. But apparently we don't, or didn't. More of these Mark II mining droids. Which I prefer the Mark 1 versions, not because they're easier. It's not like the difficulty of these guys is particularly harrowing, but they just look more like actual mining droids. These
More where that came from! More where that came from!
These actually look somewhat like actual combat droids, which I'm not a big fan of, but yeah, I'm trying not to hate on the game. It's still fun so far, but I mean, we're still kind of in the tutorial area, in a sense, so I get that it's not going to have the same strategic depth as the first one, because there I kind of knew what I was getting into, so I guess Taris sort of had a lot of similar issues where it was fairly linear, even though on Taris we already at this point in the game we would have met a lot of people where we could have, you know, decided to rat them out to get like bounties or you know, stuff like that. Can I do anything here? Don't think so. Yes, I've seen all those things already, so yeah. It's just further evidence of the sabotage by the HK-40 unit. And it's not HK-47, so that's good. I think we still get him as a companion. Okay, but we can head to the docking bay now. Everyone seems to be fine. I will quick save, and let's go. Still have some coffee, by the way. I'm hoping that's okay. I'm probably not going to change this habit, but I don't know, in order to... Oh, this is empty, which means I've already been here. And this is empty as well, yeah.
More where that came from!
In order to really make the most use of my free time, in order to be able to provide somewhat regular uploads on YouTube, I will need to do stuff like this. Wow, don't kill me.
More where that came from!
Okay, as long as I have force points, might as well use the heal. Good. Now.
Time to take you down to size! Everyone down! Okay,
that was kind of tough. I mean, we took a lot of damage. How's our force points looking? They regenerate quite quickly, don't they? Yeah, it's okay. We already have a maximum of 90, which is quite good actually. But then again, I am playing Consular, which is kind of the... It is the equivalent of the mage class in this game, I believe.
This door's magnetically sealed. I can't believe this. The ship's right out there and we can't get to it.
I could make him repeat that, really? That would be useful. What? The console?
Huh? What is that piece of junk saying?
He said he can open the door to the hangar. He just needs access. He just needs to access the hangar terminal up on the platform. Okay.
How can you even understand that noise?
I served with a lot of utility droids in the, well, many years ago.
Alright, well, if he can slice the door open from the terminal above, don't let me stop him.
That's good. These footlockers should both be empty, right? Yeah. And then let's switch to T3. Let's replace the hangar control power conduit to open the door. Okay. That was kind of silly. So one of the things I really enjoyed about the first game, that it really offered you alternative solutions to do things. And it feels like that in this game, a lot of what I do is I have to find one particular item to do one particular task, and then rinse and repeat, find the next particular item to continue to do the next particular task, instead of you know, being very good at security and computer use, for example, in the first game, would actually enable you to skip a fair amount of puzzles, because you would actually have enough skill to hack systems, sort of, kind of, yeah, slightly ahead of time. So you were supposed to possibly find out the password from someone in a conversation, so you'd need a conversation success to find the password. Okay, these are average sonic mines. I think they'll blow up on me, but who cares? Yeah, thank you for detonating that.
More where that came from.
I'll detonate this one. It only does 10 damage, that's okay.
More where that came from.
Environment droids, okay. So these are slightly different. And yeah, just like the hacking we had just now, it wasn't, you know, actually using computer use and computer spikes to be able to make this easier. No matter how much computer use or how many computer spikes we had, it would have been impossible to do this without having found that one particular item that the game wanted us to have, that conduit that we picked up. So if we'd run past it, we would have now had to run back. On the other hand, if we had happened to have no character who's skilled in any way with computer use, we would... okay. We would have had to use that option. It's just... I don't know. Again, I'm trying not to hate on the game, because it's definitely not bad so far. It just... it doesn't feel that good either. So, I don't know. Let's see how it goes. Can't spec any of those apparently. Well, I already have them and the others require higher levels. I could use Dominate Minds. Or Dominant Mind, rather. Which, makes me even better at, you know, persuading people. So, yeah, definitely. Let's accept that. Okay, I'm slightly on the light side, which is good. Still sort of miles away from actually being a proper good guy, but, you know, getting there, getting there. Have to take your time. And then I think we now need to go down this corridor where we destroyed a bunch of droids. I sort of had that habit of, or rather I thought, you know, I saw the level up and thought to myself, okay, I'm going to leave this until I need it for the heal, but then I remembered that I actually decided that I wasn't going to do that, so... you can't recover those, so just disable them, I guess. That at least you should be able to do somewhat consistently. Yeah. If I get level ups in combat and it just happens to work out that way, I won't, you know, shy away from using it for the heal, as I've explained before, but I won't specifically save level ups for the next time I'm low on health, because level ups give you a full heal for free. And instantly as well. You go into the menu, in the level up menu, which pauses the game, and when you're done with the level up, you'll be back at full health. So it really is an instant effect. Let's get T3 now. Maybe we can actually do some hacking here. Okay, and again, the game had to offer us some way of getting through this, even if we had no character who's skilled with hacking or slicing, repairing or computer use. Because, you know, by some bizarre coincidence, it might be that we've not picked up any computer smacks or repair parts, and instead of saying, okay, in that case you're just screwed and you're gonna have to go back and find them, the game decides, okay, you know what, we're going to give you a third option which has no price, possibly a slightly lower experience reward, but you just get it open anyway, which, I'm not so sure. I'm not, in this case I might actually be wrong. Maybe if we don't do the slicing the system or repairing the thing, we'll take poison damage in there. It might be, you know, that would be cool. Can we do anything here? Apparently, for 4 computer spikes, we can attempt to shut down the system. Okay, See, that's good. That's the kind of thing I was talking about. You know, by having good computer use and some spikes, we were able to bypass the poison that we would otherwise probably have had to deal with in there. And likely got some bonus experience. That's the kind of thing I really liked in the first game. You know, alternate solutions that kind of differed in their effect on the party. Low security door. I can see that it's kind of annoying having to change characters all the time for stuff like this, but it is a result of me not having spec'd any points in security. I just want to be super persuasive. That's really the main sort of focus of my character development. Making a character that can persuade others really, really, really well. A footlocker. Again, bashing them open in this game actually is bad. I think in the first game it really made no difference. But... wow. Wow. Screen, don't do those things to me. Thank you. I'm wondering... I think these crates are meant to be slightly hidden so that you get the reward for the exploration, which I enjoy. Oop. There's a broken droid here with a bunch of possible upgrades for T3M4 and empty cargo canisters. Okay, the others are non-interactive, so I think that's all I can do here. I'm wondering, that's where we came in, so the only thing we can really do is get to the Ebon Hawk. Maybe we've lost that other party member forever, but this is the loading ramp. Once aboard, you'll be leaving the mining facility for good. Well, we've picked up everything. Was there an option to go back? That would have obviously, you know, if there was an actual option to go back and save that other woman, that would be terrible, because, you know, that firstly would be exactly the kind of thing that I liked about the first game, and that I complained about not being present here. And it would also be bad because I'd lose her, but I don't think there was. So let's enter the Ebon Hawk. We've picked up everything we could, I believe.
Quick! We're gonna need some time to fire up the engines. Let's give the laser turret a workout.
Okay, and you just missed a tiny little pre-rendered cutscene, but it was really only this this laser turret, you know, being released. I don't quite understand how this works. I think I don't want these guys getting past me, but I don't really get it. I certainly can shoot very, very quickly, and there's Sith around. I get the feeling that I'm not doing very well at the moment, but it doesn't appear to be much of a cooldown, so, you know, I can just sort of keep clicking. Like this. It works. Shoot slightly ahead of where they are, and...
we've got company!
Okay. The Sith have boarded the ship. Is that because I was bad, or is that unavoidable? Either way. 3 Sith assault troopers remain, and we've got a level up. Okay, it doesn't appear that the party gets equal experience, because he got a level up and T3 didn't. Interesting. Sneak attack 4. Okay, what skills are you supposed to get? What's recommended? Stealth. No. I don't use stealth, so you get extra points in demolitions. And awareness. And security. There we go. I really don't use stealth. Which is probably bad, but still. Okay, he needs another 55 experience. I don't know why he's lagging behind. I don't know. Apparently there's 3 of these guys left. Yes, how about actually... So I queue up the actions and he decides, you know, I'm not going to move.
Let's settle this.
I'm lazy. Okay. I suspect that if I'd been better at the laser turret bit, I could have avoided this. Okay, there's the level up for T3M4. And that's the Sith Assault Troopers defeated.
Alright, let's get out of here!
Kreia, your hand. What happened?
There is no time. We must leave.
If they hit us, we're dead, but if they keep missing us, we're dead. That's great odds. Somebody shut that trash compactor up!
Okay. Again, slight pre-rendered cutscene that you missed, but not much happened. We flew out, and the big Republic ship that we saw docking earlier is pursuing us and shooting lasers at us. That's it. You're up to speed. Just do your best to keep your distance. We'll get out of this yet.
What are the asteroids? They can be destroyed by us as well as them, can they not?
That'll take out the whole field, the colony, and maybe us. We might not even be able to jump to hyperspace in time.
Then we die here. Choose now.
Come on, we've been through the entire facility. Everyone was dead. I suspect this will be evil. So, you know, I'm just going to pretend to be a nice guy, even though I know no one's left alive. Someone might still be alive.
Hold on! This is gonna get a little rocky. Well, now that we just killed a planet, maybe one of you can tell me what's going on. Because between assassin droids, a Sith Lord that looks like he sleeps with vibroblades, and being target practice for a Republic warship, I was better off in my cell.
The Republic warship was the Harbinger. It was seized on its way to Telos by the Sith. They sought you, Jedi.
Okay, I would just like to point out that I specifically choose the dialogue option, no, we can't blow up the asteroid field, because there might still be people alive on the station. In the pre-rendered cutscene we then saw, or rather I then saw and you didn't because it doesn't get recorded, the asteroid field was destroyed because reasons. I think it was the other ship doing it, so you know, everyone that might have still been alive aboard the station still died, but it was someone else doing it instead of us, because that makes a huge difference. I really hope the game, you know, steps up its game. If you pardon the pun. So why are they looking for me?
Because you are the last of the Jedi. Once you are dead, then they have won.
Okay, I finished my coffee now, so... yeah, I am not a Jedi, not any longer, even though I have Jedi powers, but, you know, let's pretend that isn't the case.
Whatever lies you tell yourself are of no consequence. The Sith believe you to be a Jedi Knight, and that is all that matters.
I'm actually a Jedi Consular, if you would be so kind as to use my proper title. But the last of the Jedi? That can't be true.
The Jedi Civil War destroyed the Jedi. By the war's end, barely 100 Jedi remained. Many fell in battle, and many more were seduced by Revan's teachings.
That all supposed to happen. That all was supposed to have happened in 5 years in between the two games. That's kind of a stretch, especially since Revan at the end of the first game was the good guy. We were Revan. I was Revan. I saved the galaxy as Revan. I became Mr. Mega Nice Guy. You know, Buddha and Mother Teresa had a child, and that was me. And Gandhi probably had a hand in it as well. Anyway, so what about Dantooine and Coruscant?
The Jedi Academy on Dantooine is nothing more than a crater that echoes with the ghosts of dead Jedi. And the Jedi Temple on Coruscant lies empty. The waters in the Room of 1,000 Fountains have fallen still, in reverence to the fallen Jedi, and those now lost. Many Jedi blamed the teachings of the Jedi Masters for Revan's fall, and the civil war that followed.
Okay, so if there are any survivors, we need to warn them.
Perhaps. but they are Jedi no longer. If the Sith have not already slain them, then they will not help you, nor can you help them.
That seems like a very heavy-handed way of telling me that I'm not supposed to pursue this line of thought any further. So before, you said the Harbinger was on its way to Telos.
Yes, to aid in the recovery effort there. Many roads lead to Telos, including ours.
Not like we have much of a choice, the Paragus astrogation charts being what they are.
It is where we must go, and where the Harbinger was bound before our unfortunate encounter on Paragus.
Yeah, you appear to be missing a hand. How did you know I was on board the Harbinger?
You were difficult to find, but coincidence was on our side. When I learned that you were on the vessel, I knew the Sith would not be far behind. When we intercepted the Harbinger, it was crippled, drifting in space. It was a simple matter to board the vessel and rescue you. Unknown to me, however, the Sith were already on board. Just as we made the jump to hyperspace, they fired upon us, nearly destroying the Ebon Hawk.
That's an unusual set of coincidences.
True. But as one trained in the Force, you know that true coincidences are rare.
Okay, so how come I don't remember any of this?
Whatever occurred on board the Harbinger had rendered you unconscious. Though your thoughts were faint, I was still able to find you sealed in one of the cargo holds.
How did we get to Paragus?
I do not know how the Ebon Hawk was able to make it to Be silent. We're having a conversation here.
He says he repaired the ship and got us to Paragus.
Repaired this ship, my eye. Next thing you know, it's gonna claim credit for saving our skins. If that little noisemaker says it repaired the ship once, then it can prove it by doing it again. Go on, get!
Okay, so we got away from the Sith. Now how do we stop them?
That is not an easy question to answer. This threat is greater than you know, and I do not believe it is a battle that can be fought.
So what do you think we should do?
Look, enough with the we already.
We cannot hope to triumph against them alone. To stop them, you will need weapons, allies, and a teacher. In the end, I fear it may not be enough.
So what do you mean?
You fought in the Mandalorian Wars, and it cost you everything. Are you willing to sacrifice as much again?
I still have, some things. Obviously it didn't cost me everything. Yeah, we must stop them. There's no other option.
You are not listening to me. This is not like any field of battle you have ever fought in. Think carefully on your choice. If you choose to fight, if you choose war, it is a path few turn from once the first steps are taken. It carries with it a terrible price, and in the end you may find you have nothing left to sacrifice.
If evil is not fought, then we sacrifice the galaxy.
Your fool's words echo of a Jedi. You have much to learn, but we have spoken long enough, and my wound pains me. If you have other questions, find me in the crew quarters. There we will speak more.
Hey, don't stop your long, boring rants on my account. I was just getting sleepy-eyed.
Also in private, we will be mercifully free from the opinions of imbeciles and fools.
Look, not like I care or anything, but you might want to go check on our passenger, especially with that hand of hers.
Yeah, you're right, she may need help. Can you handle things up here?
We're on autopilot until we hit Telos. Until then, a droid could fly this thing. Besides, I think our passenger could use your help.
Game, really, stop trying to push me into a certain direction. Let me make choices myself. What makes you say that?
I think she was barely keeping it together. I'm surprised she's able to stand with all that pain rolling off of her.
What are you talking about? No, actually, let's go with the other one. She didn't seem in pain to me.
Are you blind? If I were her, I'd be screaming like a stuck Minok. Well, I mean a very strong, manly Minok. I think she's just too proud to show any weakness. Especially in front of you.
Oh, please tell me it's Bastila. That's odd.
In case you hadn't noticed, she won't say 2 words to me, but she'll talk your ear off any chance she gets. What you think matters to her. A lot. She wants you to respect her. Besides, we haven't got much else to do until Telos.
Yeah, when did you get sensitive?
Oh, don't give me that. All it takes is being around people enough to read them. You should try it sometime.
Okay, I'll go check on her then. But, okay, we got light side points, apparently. Because I chose to let someone else kill the facility. I don't know. But yeah, this is a good point to end the episode, I believe. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.